Lalo, the nickname, it's a nickname I got within my family, so it really stuck with me. And I figured Lalo sounds cool. So I stuck with Lalo for my artist name. Yeah.
Would you ever change it?
Honestly, I thought about it, but they weren't good ideas. Honestly,
What were
they
some
were bad.
what were some potential names?
We just a combination different words that go with Lalo. Like I add something to El Lalo. Or let me think. It was just Lalo with like abbreviations of my real name, or like try to use the abbreviations of my real name. But now it wouldn't make sense because the abbreviations for my name is EGG,
Yeah.
egg. That sounds it's fucking weak as fuck. Hey yo, egg. Nah, nah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not that creative when it comes to names, but I just really like Lalo, so I'm like, yeah, I'll stick with that. So I didn't put too much thought into it. I'm like, family calls me that. When I make art, I like to be around my family. I'm known as Lalo. They call me Lalo, so yeah, Lalo.
So, do you make an effort to keep the two parallel? Like when you create, do you take your family into account? I mean, I guess you have to kind of write what you write about.
Yeah, because I like to write about experiences, like other people's experiences, like stories, but I also tend to write more about me now in the sense of like having a conversation with myself. Because a lot of the time when I write, it's just that, or I just think about how grateful I am for the people around me. So I start writing about those people, and I start writing from their point of view. Maybe what do they think about me?
Mm.
And it gives me some thoughts of like, oh, like I care. Shows me that I care. I enjoy writing like this. So yeah, I don't really think I keep it too parallel. It goes off track at times, but nah, mainly right now I could say right now I'm on a different lane, more so just talking about myself, just getting a lot of shit out, like my system, like a detox. It's just yeah.
And where are you at this point in time?
Mentally,
Mentally, yeah, spiritually, all the E's.
shit. Honestly, I'm very just like I'm just there, but I'm also doing what I enjoy. If that makes sense, because like work has just gotten to a point where I'm just very tired, exhausted, and just mentally I just been drained, emotionally, physically. So it's gotten to a point where I just get very lazy, procrastinate a lot. But being here, being in the studio, is something that makes me feel like, okay, this is the other side of me where I'm just like tapping into my creative side, enjoying myself, having fun with the process. At times I could be critical of myself, but it's not to the point where I just like I'm critical and I don't want to do this shit no more. So nah, it just shows that I care. So I really do enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'm like in a weird space. I'm like in a in between, you could say. Yeah, but I'm getting there.
I enjoy these types of conversations because it makes writing so much easier.
Yeah,
I think even when we first started working together, even years ago,
right.
it was concept creation was a struggle. It's like, what do I write about?
Yeah.
How do I translate how I'm feeling right now and put it in a song form? Will people understand me or how I feel when I
Mm-hmm.
put it in song form? But now we kind of just talk
Yeah.
like simple conversation, and we take bits and pieces of our conversation and just put them in a song.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
How, or yeah, you could kind of give your take on that if you want to.
Um.
Just the way you create now versus before.
Yeah. Before. It's like you said. Would they really understand where I'm coming from when I write this? It's gotten to a point where I don't care anymore. but not to the point where it's like um I don't care about what I'm saying, what I'm singing. It's more so I don't care what other people may think about it, my message, because I know what it is for me. But I'm more so looking forward to what does this mean to you? Like, what does this message mean to you? And the times I've been writing, and it wouldn't even really be me singing when I come across people and just show them my work. I've shown it to them because those are people I never really am ever going to see again. I like showing those type of people things. I come across a stranger, I'm like, hey, can you read this? Let me know what you think about it.
Mm.
And they give me their interpretation, and it's just like I never thought about that, and I
Mm.
really like that though. So it makes me realize, damn, everyone's just going through different things, and the way we read into things, it's um, it's amazing
Yeah.
because you would think it's so broad, so direct, but no, there's so much layers to it. You don't even realize it. So
And I think that takes some of the weight off being an artist
yeah,
is nobody, it's kind of like everyday people. Nobody's really paying attention to you.
right,
Nobody's really associating you with the song that you put out. That's something that's in our own heads
yeah,
and kind of prevents or is the reason a lot of artists hesitate to put things out.
mm,
But when you kind of start to create from, I'm creating this for myself.
right,
I'm going through some things. This is my therapy. This is helping me.
yeah,
And when I put it out, uh, I'm detached from the feedback. If you enjoy it, cool.
mm,
If it helps you through something, even better.
right.
If you dislike it, it is what it is. I didn't create it for opinion. I created it for my own well-being.
Right. Yeah.
And
No, I
putting it out
agree.
is just really like honoring my purpose in a way.
Yeah.
I'm not affected by positive or negative opinion. I just put it out because that's kind of what I was called to
It's your
do.
purpose. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like you
And
said. Yeah.
the
Uh,
world will interpret it how they interpret it.
Not definitely. Like speaking about like purpose, really, I've come across a lot of people, like including you, where they have gotten complimented about, like, say, my voice when I do covers. I just never really thought about. I never really thought, oh, I'm really good,
Mm.
or you know, I always thought in my head, I'm like, I didn't really sound that good. I don't think I was good, or just more. Like, it was a lot of self doubt.
Mm.
But now I've gotten to a point where the more I'm creating, the more comfortable I am with myself.
Mm.
And like recently, I had a conversation with my dad, and he was telling me, like, put on the other songs. Get accustomed to your voice because Uh, like, the more you listen to your voice, you understand the nuances, what you enjoy about it, what you like about it, and it's a good reminder to let you know that, like, this is your purpose. This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
This is what you're here for. So keep listening to your voice. Um, and I think he meant that even like spiritually, like with music.
Mm.
Well, a lot of ways the way I interpret it, because it really touched me. I'm like, damn. I never really thought about that because I really like. I think a lot of artists just that are very critical of themselves don't really like to hear themselves back. Well, at least me, I feel like, because if someone were to play my cover from Instagram right now in front of me
Mm.
out loud, just like look away, try to like hide or some shit, and like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. I'm not trying to hear myself. But no, I've gotten to a point where it's I'm creating and I'm getting more comfortable with myself and I'm being vulnerable in a way to where it's like I'm being vulnerable on my own terms and I'm not being forced to do so.
Mm.
Right. And it's nice to do so. It's nice to do that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
kind
agree.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, no, you're good.
I kind of I used to wonder why I gravitated towards certain people.
Yeah.
There's certain artists who are great artists, but they're also great human beings, right?
Yeah.
And I always had a, I don't know if it's intuition or what am I trying to say? Like a good voice doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't move me.
Mm.
It's a good voice,
Yeah.
but for me, in what I'm trying to do, the person has to match. So
Okay. Yeah.
not only did you have a great voice, but you have so many flaws, as we
Mm.
all do,
Yeah.
which makes you the perfect person to be an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's a
Uh
lot
huh.
of people going through what you go through, but they don't have the voice, like just a regular voice to speak out or the voice to sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for you to do it. That's why you do it,
Yeah.
not because of
Definitely.
the other, distractions, but purpose, kind of like what you said. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah. With my voice, um, I always thought about just like a certain release, like people have like tics or like things they like to do, just from a young age. Whenever I try to just relax, it would just be that, like humming, singing a song that I like,
Yeah.
anything music related that relates to me or correlates with me singing or doing something musical. Um, it's something that help me get relaxed, put that out there, and I never would have thought that I would want to turn my hobby into something that I want to make a living out of. And it's a lot of times where I think a lot of people don't even see that or envision that. And I was in that same headspace, but I've gotten to a point where it's like, what do I have to lose really? You know, I'm working and I'm working towards something that leads to nothing. So why not just work on something that I enjoy doing? Why not try something new? Why not do something that I want to do, that I not feel the need to do it, but more so just simply enjoying it and see where it takes you. So it it's a it's doing a lot for me just being here. It helps me branch out into many different avenues of like life. It opens up different doors in the sense of just communication, talking with people, um, working with other artists, right? Being closer with my family. Like there's a lot of things that music has helped me with, and I'm just getting more and more grateful about it each and every single day because it's like my safe place. I enjoy it. You know, after a long day of work, it doesn't even feel like a long day of work when I come in. I'm just like, all right, ready to create, ready to do what I want to do in my space. Let's do it. So yeah, that's how I see it now with my voice. It's just creating a safe space, creating my hobbies, making it be something that I want to make a living out of. I even have to do a living, but just put more focus into it, and just by doing it,
Yeah.
I find it um I find it's a good way to find yourself even more. You know, singing may not just be the only thing I enjoy, but it's the thing that I gravitated towards, and I'm like, okay, here I am, and I'm just learning so much more about myself.
Right.
And I think that's a beautiful process of like when it comes to songwriting, just having conversation with others. It helps you. It's not thought provoking. It's just very natural. You're just not trying to get something out of it because you're like, I need to get something out of it. No, it just comes to you like, oh, I really like that. Let's do something with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
Beautiful. What, before we get out of here, what do you want people to know about you right now? If you change, people become different people,
Yeah.
but right now, when is it? 8:51, July 25th. What is your message to people who are listening now and people who will be listening in the future?
Well, like, hey, right now I could say that I'm trying, you know, and why shouldn't you try? Like, there's no, there's no need to hold anything back. What happens if you give it all you got, you fall down? At least you got something out of it. You're like, you have to keep an open mind. And it's hard to do so at times where you just like let your ego get in the way. And there's a lot of steps that comes to just being okay with yourself. So just know like I'm trying, everyone's trying, and just keep doing that. And the things that I feel like people should be, what was the question, looking out for? Or like for me?
Not even, it could be looking out for, but really just your message.
Um my message.
You really just said it. Keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. It's all really what we can do. And not to sound like, like it's the only thing you should be doing. Like in that like there's so many factors to it. Just simply getting out of bed is already so huge. It's crazy. You know? There's a lot of mental uh walls you have to hop over, barricades, and just know like once you get over those, you'd be surprised what you see on the other side. You'd be you'd be surprised. Life is about having the highs and the lows, and if you're just, sitting still, you're not really living. It's like it's a flat line. You're flatlining. You gotta have the highs, you gotta have the lows. That's part of what life is. So keep trying to hop over that wall. You got nothing to lose. And the only thing you lose is yourself if you don't keep trying. So